Hello there, my name is Mario and I'm here to tell you a story. So if you have an appointment for the next couple of hours, please cancel them because I'll try to beat Fidel Castro's world record about the longest speech. Okay, I'm joking, don't cancel them. But I'm going to tell you a story though. Through centuries, people use stories in their way to explain the unexplained or to transfer messages to the next generations. There are different kind of stories. There are horror stories, family stories, fairy tales, and there are fantasy ones, and there are the real one stories. And today I'm going to tell you a real one, and it has to do with unemployment. A year and a half ago, I lost my job. I had a career, 24 years in Cyprus Airways as a flight crew, and all of a sudden I found myself, without a job. The very first few days I was numbed. Actually, I didn't know why or what had happened. Apart from my wife's crying and kids' worries, and the realization time kicked in, and I found myself in the streets with my other ex-colleagues protesting, not trying to uh, change the facts, but more or less to answer the whys. So here I was talking to media, TV, radio, and then I found myself fighting with myself, trying to answer the whys. Experts call it depression, I think. Nevertheless, I received a phone call one day from a friend, an ex-colleague, telling me to apply for a full scholarship in a university, CIIM, for doing a degree. and my first reaction was laughing. Of course, I told him, "You must be crazy. I mean, I have no previous background, no previous education. I mean, how I'm unemployed? How is that possible to study again? I mean, going for first degree, 4 years. I mean, but I did apply for the scholarship, and I can't tell you how I felt when I was awarded the scholarship. I mean, it was the first time I saw my kids smiling, my wife smiling after a long period, difficult period. And here I am, studying again, doing homeworks, and and it was weird for me. But the financial problems were there. I mean, expenses were running fast. I have a daughter studying in the UK, so you can imagine that the expenses are huge. Um, so I needed to find a job. So I decided to create a company with two other colleagues, ex-colleagues of mine, consisting of a cafe and a bar. So here I am doing interviews, hiring people, and all of a sudden I found myself studying in the university and owning my own company, having 10 employees. It was a full-time job. If the day had 36 hours instead of 24, it would be splendid. But that's possible, as you know. Anyhow, things were going good for a change. One day, though, I received a phone call from my daughter. She was crying a rush at home, and we had a family meeting, and she announced us that she failed her lessons in the university, and she had either drop out or to redo the first year. And it was like unexpected because we knew definitely that her first semester was brilliant. I mean, she had excellent results. It seems that what had happened with my job, I don't know. Anyhow, and at the same time, we didn't have any choice. So we told him that it was just a battle lost, not the war's end. So we decided to redo the first year. And at the same time, we have noticed with my wife that our sons had a huge change in his behavior, and we saw a huge decline. Uh, to school performance. So we decided to talk to him, and his words were like a stab in my heart, actually, because he was pointing at me and told me, "Look at you. I mean, you were an excellent professional. You had your own job, and then all of a sudden, I mean, you're unemployed. They kick you out. I mean, what's the point studying and trying to have good grades and try to be a good student? I mean, if I'm going to end getting a degree and be unemployed, what's the point? I mean, and he left. I mean, he ended the discussion himself. Anyway, it was that time I got the decision to I needed to prove him he was wrong. So I started applying for flying again. I mean, to a newcomer airline. The first couple of tries were okay, like a crash. I mean, they didn't even reply to my CVs. But all of a sudden, one day, a small company, newcomer company as well, called me, although I didn't reply. I mean, I didn't even send them in my CV, and they asked me if I wanted to join them. So I told them yes. It was a great opportunity for me, and here I am, studying university, owning my own company, running my own company, and at the same time doing what I love most, flying. If that is not an example to my kids, to my son, that you should never stop trying, you should never give up, and you should try overcome always the what life throws at you. I mean, I don't know what an example should be. This is my short story, and I do hope one day when I finish my degree, I will be able looking my kids in the eyes and tell them that I did it, and if I can, they can. Thank you.